It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's Week 7 here in the NFL as we join you from CenturyLink Field.
How about going against a team with a 3-game winning streak? That's the case here.
Well, when you have a 3-game winning streak in the NFL, it means a couple things. It means you're healthy, and it means you're playing very well. I think it's going to be tough to snap that 3-game winning streak here today.
We're underway here.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense.
The defensive line, they're all talking, they're all shifting to the right.
First down at the 20. Murray's going to secure the handoff. Nothing up the middle here. Wagner on the stop.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Seahawks defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Second down and 11.
Murray's marked down at the 19. Here's our look at the Eagles offense, starting with the offensive line. They're right up there in the top 5 when it comes to running the football, and that's not a surprise to anyone. Kaepernick from the gun.
Looking to go down the field here, and that's Chancellor, who almost came away with a pick.
The Eagles put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
He wants to return this one. Johnson's there that time for the tackle, and a run back of about 7. The Eagles sat at the line. Dime package. First down at the 48. Richardson's got it. First down.
When you see the defensive back on the inside of a wide receiver, you have a corner route on, make sure you throw it towards the sideline, let the wide receiver outrun the defensive back, and he makes a nice catch there. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. The Seahawks moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. First and goal. They go screen with Martin. Martin's met after a gain of 3. Here's the Seahawks lineup on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle.
Second and goal from the 4. Barry's able to read that play and make the hit.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal at the 6. Wilson's taking off. And a flag comes out. The defense accepts the penalty.
Richardson's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
That field goal gives them a leg up here midway through the
first quarter.
Makes you feel really good about what you did during the week here. Anytime you can get points on the board early in a football game, it makes you think all that practice was worth it.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Eagles offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
First down at the 20. Murray. That's a gain of 6.
When I was a quarterback, I loved it when they called the draw play because I know that defensive line, they're all trying to go after the quarterback, and nobody's prepared for the run.
Second down and 4.
Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete. Here's a look at the Seahawks defense. They have really picked it up this season when it comes to getting to the quarterback. And there they reside in the top 10 in quarterback sacks. The Seahawks with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Eagles snap it up at the 26. Oh, and almost picked off that time. This defense in the early going looks like a mighty feisty bunch here today, Phil.
Well, I think they thought coming into today's game, by us talking to the coaches, they thought their defense was going to play well, and that was a good series that time by them.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage.
And a gain of 4. The Seahawks bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there. That always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
So they complete one, and still it's second down.
Martin solo back set. Wilson's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Martin's got it on the handoff. Here's how the Eagles line up on defense. They have been shredded this year by opposing quarterbacks who have found a way to beat up on this secondary. The Seahawks doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Jimmy Graham with the grab from inside the red zone. After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Wilson's back in shotgun formation. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties, and you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
Russell Wilson has it under center.
Second and 10.
Baldwin's going to pull in the bullet pass. They step up to the 9-yard line. The Eagles defense lined up in a 4-6 formation.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First down here after the run.
Martin's going to take the handoff now. They will snap it now at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 7. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. I hope you have your blowout playbook, Phil, because this game is so one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Nah, shoot, you know me. I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
And a touchback. The Eagles' offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. The defense will take the penalty.
The Seahawks defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line, and they tackle the runner for a loss. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Third down. The Eagles come out in a bunch set from the shotgun. Going for the home run. And it falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
This punt will be returned. He is brought down at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line at the 49. First down at the 49. Martin up the middle. He's brought down at the 46.
Martin's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second and 7 on the way. The Eagles come out in a dime package. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And they're all over him for the sack.
Oh, my gosh. When you take those blindside hits, the first thing you think of as a quarterback when you get up, did somebody make a mistake, or did I make the mistake not seeing that guy coming?
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. The Seahawks at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Going deep. Martin's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. He has the grab. This is third down. Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Martin is in the backfield. First down and 10. Into the hands of Jimmy Graham. Breaking huddle at the 4. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. And it looks like their lead will be quite sizable by halftime as long as their defense can hang on to it for the rest of this quarter.
This has been one lopsided game so far here, Jim. And, I'm going to look at the defense. You've got to get out there, show some pride. Somebody's got to make a play to turn this game around.
Fights through contact. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3-and-out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3-and-out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Zach Ertz, the receiver. And they get to him at the 45.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, if the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you.
The football sits at the 42-yard line. Double tight end formation. Second down and 7. And he's taken down.
Well, if your offensive line's not good enough just to stop the pass rush, then you got to help them out. How do you do that? Well, you keep the tight end in, let him be an extra blocker, and you tell your running backs to help out too, blocking some of these defensive linemen.
Looking at third down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. And now getting set for a 56-yard field goal. The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
This guy's a threat anytime you cross midfield. Really, he can kick it from 60 yards. Great leg strength. What a weapon to have on your side.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Seahawks offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy. Jim, it's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
14.
Wilson's got everybody split out wide. First down at the 20. Launching it deep. And that was close to an interception for Barry.
They call that the moment of truth. It's a beautiful throw down the field, but the defensive back, he waits until it's time to make that jump. He defends the pass. What a good job by the defensive back.
Second and 10 coming up
2nd down and 10.
Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Well, Jim Nance, even you could coach the team in a situation like this. You're winning big. It is 3rd and long. You know what you do? You hand the football off and you punt the football.
The Eagles will come out in the dime.
3rd and 10. Makes the catch in the open field.
1st down here. 2-minute warning looms, and this may be the last play before it hits. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. From the gun, Russell Wilson ready for the snap. Wilson's got it in the gun.
With 2 hands, he has it. And it's Eric Berry who brings him down. They're going to the hurry.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Has his target. That's a gain of only a yard.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a 1st down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
And the offense will need 3 yards here on 3rd down after the completion. They bring in the extra tight end. Wilson's going to take off with it. Barwin gets to him for the sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
He's got a chance to return this one. Gains 14.
The Eagles put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on 3rd down. Just not a good play on 3rd down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
Second and 6 coming up.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
The Eagles take it from the 43. Pass is intercepted.
Muscles through the defender. They bring him to the turf.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Seahawks didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job.
Touchdown, Seattle.
He's caught his 7th touchdown pass of the season.
The Seahawks now lined up for the extra point. Inside of the uprights. The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Eagles offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Murray's marked down at the 19. The Eagles decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Inside the 20 now at the 19. The Seahawks go with the dime formation here on defense. Murray on the screen. Not able to get away from Chancellor. The Eagles will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on second down.
This will be a field goal attempt from 33 yards out.
And the kick is good for 3. Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
The Eagles getting set for the kickoff.
They'll take it at the 20. The Seahawks now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
One more snap, and we'll head to halftime. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back from the Emerald City to start the second half in Seattle after the break.
The second half of this lopsided affair is underway.
It'll be a touchback.
The Seahawks come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Pulls it in. That's a pickup of 14.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
First down at the 34. Looking for some daylight up the middle. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The play clock's running down. They're setting up screen. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. The Seahawks have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Wilson's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? And when your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches. Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
3rd and 7.
Wilson's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Wilson's able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Doug Martin. Kendricks all over that offense and brings him down.
The Eagles defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Graham with the grab. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass, Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. And he'll start his return. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Eagles offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
After running it, it's second down. And the quarterback is tackled by Bruce Irvin.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
A long field ahead of them at the 10.
The Eagles lined up, bunch formation. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun. Very nearly intercepted.
Phil, this team has been menaced all game long on third down. They cannot figure out a way to pick up a first.
Well, listen, I can't figure out what menaced means. I got to start bringing a dictionary with me to the games I'm doing with you. You throw out all these big words, but if you mean they've been bad, then I agree.
Gains 15.
The Seahawks love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Seahawks have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
Second and 11. They run the counter play. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
Russell Wilson has it under center. First down at the 49. Toss to the outside.
Running backs in the NFL now, it's hard to bring them down. That time, nice job of breaking the tackle.
Second and 4 following the run. Doug Martin carries the football. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Seahawks ready to kick it away. He'll take it from the 1. Fights through contact. Wilson's there to make the tackle. And a run back of about 17.
The Eagles weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive play.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Second and 10. And the give now to DeMarco Murray. It's third down coming up.
The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
Johnson's got it. Screen play.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
Looking to make a difference. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
First down at the 46. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
We're heading to the fourth quarter in what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over. But we finish it out, and you know what? Same here in this football game. They got to go ahead and finish this game out.
Setting up now at the 45.
The Seahawks will set up. The 36 is the first down line.
Trying to beat the play clock. Toss to the outside. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The Seahawks know what a situation they were in right there. And it was a tough one, third and long. What are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Eagles offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Murray's hit and brought down.
On the way, third down. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Seahawks defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Ball's on the ground.
Got a big lane.
On his way. Touchdown!
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out of the field and making it happen.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Eagles just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
So Marco Murray gets the handoff. That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
The Eagles get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
The reception is made by Murray, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
It has been a dominating performance in all facets, Phil, but I think it starts with the defense, which is still starring in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they've been tremendous all day long. I'm going to tell you what, they're going to feel good about themselves when this game is over tonight. And I'll tell you, I think they'll carry this momentum into next week's practice. They're going to be tough again next week.
The Seahawks stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
The Eagles load up the box, going with the 46 defense.
Play clock's running down.
Wilson with the give. And Curry's the one who made the big stop.
3rd long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 3rd down now.
Handoff made.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Seahawks decide to go for a run here on 3rd and long. And look, not second-guessing that play call. Not many in the playbook. In the passing game, they're going to pick up a first down. They go with the run. The defense is not fooled. And now they're going to have to punt.
Going to try his luck here. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
And Irvin in on the tackle.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
The Eagles have it at the 34. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Now you start to get a little momentum going. You got the win last week, and you pick up another victory here today.
It's just awesome, isn't it? You know, athletes are incredible. Give them a little positive reinforcement like winning the football game. They believe in what they can do. The coaches believe in them. So they actually give them more opportunities. They trust them more. And that's how you get a winning streak going.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.